Here's a snippet of what you will see on the upcoming episode of Cousins in the Cosmos.
And stuff. And I don't think I've ever asked you this, Auntie. When did you start noticing your own gift?
I was 3.
And
I was 3. My mom used to put me to bed and I used to sing myself to sleep and play. I entertained myself and I was always talking to somebody. And even though it frightened my mother, my great-grandmother knew exactly what was going on. And my great-grandmother's name was Magnolia Sweet. She knew exactly what's going on. And I remember vividly telling her, oh, and these people, when I try to sleep, they bother me. And her words were, the dead ain't got no business bothering a baby. You tell them folks to leave you alone. And I'm going to tell you something else that's deep. My great-grandfather, from the day that I was born until my great-grandmother died 8-9 years ago, my great-grandfather put a nickel in both of the baby doll's hands. He had a black baby doll, and he called her by my name, my full name, and he said, this is so my baby will never be broken.
Podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute professional advice, including but not limited to legal, medical, or financial advice. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the speaker's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the cast and our guests is, with no guarantees of accuracy, completeness, or timeliness. The opinions expressed by the hosts and guests on this podcast are their own and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the production network.
Under Detroit skies, we roam so free, 2 souls bound by fate and mystery. Cousins by blood, but deeper we go. Secret world, only
What's up, everybody? My name's Marcus. We're the Cousins in the Cosmos, and welcome back. This is a Friday night. I was listening to Aaliyah the other day. It's Friday, and I'm ready to swing. And I'm like, ready to swing? What's she talking about? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, cousinsinthecosmos.com. Make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe. We're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcast. We're everywhere. Look for us. Literally. Yeah. How you been? How was your week? Oh, hmm. Yeah. And you guys, I want to say this. TWF Productions has been doing a thing. When I tell you we've had some technical difficulties, we had some issues, we had some stuff, but they have been holding us down. When I tell you lock, stock, and barreled, ready to go. Thank you guys. You guys don't see them, but just know that they're there, and this would not be happening without them. Amen. Yes. Woo, thank you, Jesus. No. All right, so guess what we talking about this week? I see them cheeks getting hard. I know why. Yeah, you guys are, and I think I haven't told nobody who our special guest was this week. I don't think I told anybody. I hadn't said nothing yet. I was gonna get a title. You want to get a title? Oh, let's go.
She was she's been led to be like going into her garden and she put her hands on the soil.
Mm,
And she's been in her garden a lot. And then she went to like Home Depot and somebody was like, "Oh, you the lady with the green thumb. Like, I've been looking for you." And somebody she didn't know at all.
hmm
So that caught her off guard. And then when she got home, she finally called her great aunt who had been like on her mind. And her great aunt, like, "Yeah, you were supposed to be out there in that yard, like doing that yard work." And
Okay.
in that moment, she started reflecting and just remembering how not only did her aunts and her mother do garden work and growing their produce and
Okay.
herbs and stuff, but her grandmother did and her great grandmother did. And so something that was passed down to her family, and she's realizing that it's always been within her, and
Oh,
she
like
never
in the DNA.
in her DNA, right? Like it's
Okay.
it's always been a thing, and she's had it innate within her, not realizing that it was something that was passed down to her. You know,
Okay.
so I feel like this is like the perfect opening for today's conversation.
Yeah, because if
Yeah,
you guys remember us in season one, we had a very special guest from way across the pond. It's everybody's favorite auntie. We call her Auntie JJ, Johnny Fiori, Johnny May. She got nicknames and everything in the family, but I've been saying JJ my whole life, so uh, yeah, I'm sure she don't mind if we reintroduce the world back to some and the few that don't know her. Oh my God, I can read off a list of her accomplishments, but let's just say she's that woman. She's that black woman.
she
She
is her.
is
Okay,
talented from the rooter to the tutor, and it's in her DNA. And I think because we're in the same swimming pool of DNA, some of them gifts might have been passed down, if you know what I mean. But everybody out there, YouTube world, and everybody checking us out, let me reintroduce you to the Johnny Fiori. There we go. With a hand clap.
Hey, how we doing? Hey.
Good. How are you?
Do you
Good.
know when we've been in this house
Wait a minute. You look fly.
six,
Look at
7
you. Look at
years,
you.
and what, baby?
I said you look fly. Look at we didn't we
some
wasn't expecting.
swag going on over there.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Looking like
You,
a
You,
Detroit native over
you
there in
looking
London.
quite you looking quite American, not quite British.
they are so when I tell them how long I've been here, they're always like, "Your accent is so strong," and blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But I get in my garden barefoot every chance I get, and for years I couldn't get greens over here.
Oh,
And then one year, yes, it's just a different thing. They
no
sell
collards,
something
no
called
collards,
spring greens, but they're not turnips, and you know what I'm talking about.
no collards,
So
no
Pete
collards.
started growing me turnip greens, and I started freezing them. So then he was growing the turnip greens. So what we have right now is we've got watermelon,
Mm.
turnip greens, tomatoes, the thyme, and the sage. My sage is 5 feet tall. My
What?
sage is 5 feet tall. My rosemary is tall. My lavender, my roses. On Facebook the other day, I put a picture of my peonies on the table. But we should all have, we should all grow something that we can
I like
share,
that.
that we can eat, and that we can enjoy. You feel me? Because
Okay.
that's just who we are as spiritual people.
Mm.
So when people
Interesting.
come over and they when they come to me and they have a reading, I make sure to send them away with something. Either I will string the rosemary, the sage, and my fresh roses together, and I'll anoint that. But nobody leaves empty-handed. But there's something to be said regarding having a garden. It doesn't matter how big it is. If you have a few plants just in pots and you're growing stuff, you're still growing.
My sage just started budding. I got over here in the window. Actually, it's my daughter's sage. She has a few. We have like 10 budding pots in the window right now.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
See, the
Mm.
baby knows.
yeah,
I feel like
It's in the
I feel like
DNA.
I
The
would
yes.
like
baby
to.
I love.
knows.
Yes.
I would like to do that, but it's like every plant I get, I kill. I can't keep plants alive. My
Okay, now
brother and mom,
we
They
gonna
need
rebuke that.
time
We're
to
gonna rebuke
attention.
that.
I
We're
need
Yeah,
to
gonna
give me
rebuke
I
that.
need to give me a
You
plant, and I want to grow some mint
we
and
have
some
to make
bell
time for the
peppers.
things that we want. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
especially for
It's
self sustainability. Yes, ma'am. You're
and
right.
it's time consuming, but it think about it as you are weeding your plants and feeding your plants, you're feeding yourself.
Got it.
Okay? You're
I need
pouring
to give
back
me a
into
couple of
yourself.
plants and do that because I
Yes.
want to have a green thumb. My mom and family, everybody got a green thumb.
It's
I
in
And
your
you
used
know
to.
what?
DNA. You have a green thumb. You just need to activate it, sweetheart. It needs
Yes.
to be activated.
And you know what I just thought of?
What, baby?
I had one plant given to me by an old friend of mine who's no longer with us. And I remember at the time when he gave me that plant, I was not feeling him at all. He was just one of them friends that just was
I hear you.
irritating and everything. Gave me a plant for my housewarming gift. That was the only plant that stayed alive in my house. Every
What
other
was
plant,
it?
because I didn't want it. It was one of those plants. What's the ones where if you let them grow, they'll grow up the wall and they'll go all over the house.
A Porthos? Porthos.
Porthos, yeah,
And they're green and they look a little bit like hearts, right?
yes, like hearts,
Yes. Yeah.
and they look viney and with hearts on them.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. They spread out.
yeah. That one plant was the only plant in my house that stayed alive. I had some beautiful orchids. They died in a week or two. I had other plants I tried to grow, and
Orchids are extremely temperamental.
yeah, they're difficult. They're very difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah. Okay, speaking of this DNA and stuff, and I don't think I've ever asked you this, Auntie. When did you start noticing your own gift?
I was 3.
And
I was 3. My mom used to put me to bed and I used to sing myself to sleep and
uh,
play. I entertained myself and I was always talking to somebody. And even though it frightened my mother, my great grandmother knew exactly what was going on. And my great grandmother's name was Magnolia Sweet. She knew exactly what's going on. And I remember vividly telling her, "Oh, and these people, when I try to sleep, they bother me." And her words were, "The dead ain't got no business bothering a baby. You tell them folks to leave you alone." And I'm gonna tell you something else that's deep. My great grandfather, from the day that I was born until my great grandmother died 8-9 years ago, my great grandfather put a nickel in both of the baby doll's hands. He had a black baby doll and he called her by my name, my full name, and he said, "This is so my baby will never be broke." That's that sympathetic magic. And when
I love it.
I moved over here in 96, but in 95, I went back to Pennsylvania to see my great grandmother. And she said, "Go on up them steps and look what's on that bed." And it was my baby doll with a buffalo nickel in each hand.
That's interesting.
That's very, very interesting. That's what a lot of people call, superstition. What's the word they call it? It's a type of magic. Sympathetic. Well, he was gifting me something. And let me
Okay.
tell you, from the moment that I remembered that doll, I remembered who I am.
Wow.
Yeah, from
So
that
that means
moment.
it came in real strong at a very early age for you.
It came
And
in,
it
it
sounds
came
like
in just like Cam. Okay.
okay, Tank. Call him Tank.
Brianna's little boy, Cam, her first boy,
Call
Osa,
him Tank.
when
Yeah,
when Tank, you call him Tank?
Tank is a big old tank.
When Tank was 2, at my mom's house, he said to Brianna, he said, "Mommy, who's that lady standing behind you?" And my mom said, "Uh-oh, he like JJ. Uh-oh. Mm-mm." And so when I went home to Detroit, I sat down and we had a discussion and I said, "Tell me what you see." And he said, "I'm scared to go upstairs because that man upstairs bothers me." And I said, "The man upstairs bothers you?" And I said, "Okay, let's go upstairs." And so I laid across the bed with him. We said our prayers. And I'm laying there. And all of a sudden I said, "Jeffrey, leave this baby alone.
Oh man, Jeffrey's such a
Leave this
trickster.
baby alone." I knew exactly who
Hmm
it was, jugging at that baby.
Jeffrey Osa, Jeffrey messed with me. I was talking to Auntie. We were on the phone. We brought him up one time,
One
and
time. All it takes is
one
once.
time, and I called myself getting off the phone with Auntie, and it was like the middle of the day. It was a hot day outside, and I was laying on my couch. You know, my couch is that leather couch, so when you get into it, it get kind of sticky. So I was dozing off, and it was hot. And I remember waking up and I kept hearing Marky, Marky. And it's like the finger over your forehead, Marky. And I sat up and I looked around and I said, "Oh, hell no." I called JJ back the next day and I was like, "Tell him to leave me alone."
You have to tell him yourself. But
I
see,
know, I
it's
know, but
it's
it
very
bothers
interesting
me. Yeah.
because when Osa started coming into her spirituality, I remember when
Mhm.
she called me and I said, "I'm always here for you." As far as, you know what, we find our own tribes. We
Yeah.
find the people who can facilitate us and feed us. And what I didn't know, I could find in books. And while my great grandmother was alive, I started utilizing that phone connection. I'd call her up and I go, "Mama Maggie, blah, blah, blah." She said, "Oh, baby, just go on and go on out there, get you some cloves, boil you some cloves and drink you some clove water." Okay.
Cloves right now.
Uh-oh.
What you drinking? What are
Some
you
clove,
So
drinking?
clove and hibiscus and rose and lavender right here. Yeah.
Okay. On that note, we're going to have to take a quick commercial. Quick commercial, really quickly,
Okay.
really quick. Yeah. And then I got a couple more
I
questions.
love that.
I want
You know
to,
what? That's a
yeah,
confirmation from spirit right there.
it is.
Thank
This
you.
whole night is confirmation.
Yes, it
So
is.
we're going to take a quick break, y'all. We'll be right back. Cousins in the
Okay.
Cosmos.com.
Life's challenges deserve a champion. In times like those, you want someone you can depend on, someone who'll let you begin to sleep at night. It is at that time you think of the Weems firm. From Atlanta to Los Angeles, the Weems firm will deliver for you. The Weems firm. We listen, we understand, we solve. Your story, our expertise. Visit us today.
We've the name that they know. In the world, all the stars we make the glow. From LA to ACL, we're send the sea. Oh, yeah, yeah.
My conversation is especially meaningful, gifted, and talented, and full of spiritual woman. We are sitting down with them.
Yes.
Yes.
This episode is called "The Gift Runs in the Blood." We are here to just talk about it all. You know,
You
Yeah, I
know,
want to. Yeah,
it
tell us
is.
about
Well, baby,
us as babies, and you seeing this gift going on and stuff, and
I
how
just,
everybody used to fight over me because I'm the firstborn.
yeah, we all fought over you because you were a great baby, but there were other things going on too. It's like your mother never showed any type of, what's the word?
Signs of
My
pregnancy.
cousin, my cousin didn't, she wasn't interested,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that's not a bad thing, but she wasn't interested. And I don't think I've ever told you two this before. In 80, 80, 85, somebody bought a deck of tarot cards in my house. And it was my friend from Rome. And I was like, oh, I don't let that stuff in my house, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, baby, it's just a deck of cards. How can the cards hurt you? And I was like, well,
Oh, okay.
okay. So in 1994, which is deep because my friend just came over here, she was the first person that saged me after we lost Jeff.
Wow.
She said, I want to sage you, smudge you. And I went, oh, what is that? She explained it to me. And that was almost some 30 years ago. And then she came over and she stayed with us 2.5 weeks ago. And she was the person who took me out to buy my first deck of tarot cards. Now, I need to say again, when we needed, our teachers show up. When we're ready, our teachers show up. And it has been my responsibility because somebody did it for me to pass it on. Now, Uncle Doc's granddaughter, T, Steven's daughter, she called me when I was in Los Angeles. I was in a show in Los Angeles doing something. And I love the way, because Marky did the same thing with the timid voice. Hey, 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 Auntie, I want to ask you a question. I go, here we go. I said, what's going on, Tia? She said, I have these dreams and blah, blah, blah. And I go, okay. I'm going to suggest that you go to a store, pick up a book on dreams. If there's anything else there that piques your interest, I want you to pick that up too. Now, her father, who on this side of the family is my first cousin, he told her, he said, oh, you need to talk to Johnny Mae because she be dealing with them rocks and them stones and all that kind of, I don't even know what she do, but she do that. Them rocks and stones, and she got them cards. I don't even believe in that.
Okay.
She
So
went
it's
on
not.
to write a book.
Uh-huh.
She went on to start getting into, she's a true herbalist. She started collecting the herbs and doing a blog, and she's written a book. And you guys just took to this like ducks to water. Is it in the DNA? Yes. I think, we've had this conversation before. I think a lot of people have a gift, but it's not nurtured. We nurture each other.
That's the question I have because it felt to me like when it was my time, it was my time. Um,
Yes,
throughout my,
absolutely.
throughout my teens, I experienced so much deja vu. I had no clue what clairvoyant was, what none of that stuff meant, and even like watching Osa,
Hmm.
growing up when she started shifting and she
Yes,
became a new person. It was almost like I sat back and I observed. Just like you said earlier, I was an observer. I've always been that observer. I
you
observe
have always been that way.
yeah, and it's because I'm learning. I want to know more. I can't stuff this brain with enough information. And so when I knew something was different about me and I came to you, I was like a explosion, like a bomb ready to
Yes,
pop.
you were. You were
And you
bouncing off the walls.
and you said, yeah, I want you to take your time and for the next year. I said the next year.
Yeah, he was not happy, niece.
He wanted
was
it right
mad
now.
because I'm like, oh no, we could talk tomorrow, today, tomorrow. But it put me on the right path because I met the right people. I took my time. I
We
learned
have
my
to
gifts
sit
and
with
how to
these
develop.
gifts.
Yeah,
We have to sit with these gifts, and we have to figure out, are we going to be mediums? We're all healers, but are we going to work with tarot? Are we going to work with traditional African bones and throwing stones? Are we going to work with runes?
say it
You
again.
know,
Also,
it takes time to figure out what our path to spirituality is going to be.
Yeah, I've seen visions, and I've had other seers tell me that they see me throwing bombs. And I don't know how to completely awaken that yet, but I know that it's in motion.
mm,
Okay, okay. What I would suggest, the next time you have a chicken, the next time you prepare chicken, two chickens, whether you fry it or roast it or what, keep the bones. Keep the bones. Keep the little bones, like the leg bones and the wing bones. Keep those bones. Talk to us, boil those bones so they're, clear, clean, and talk to them and ask them to lead you for more knowledge about that, because that is sacred. Throwing them bones is sacred. That's a whole woo.
Feel moving through me, and like it just opened up. And I don't know, I feel like type of sensation in my
It's a
body.
natural, you are having a natural progression, period. But you're open to it. Just like Marky, clairvoyance, but you're doing clairvoyance and mediumship.
yeah, I do.
So,
One of my
um,
strongest suits, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
when he first started coming into it, I told him, I said, people are going to call you for a reading and they're not even going to say hello. From the moment you pick up the phone, let me tell you what happened. And I told him that's why you need to get two lines in your house. I said, you need to have a phone that people only call you for readings. And then because it just gets out of hand. It gets out of hand.
I've had
People,
that happen at least 40, 50 times. So some people, even some family,
yep.
will
They don't
call
even
you.
say hello.
Oh, no, it's not hello. Oh, I meant to tell you, I was gonna call it. I'm like, wait a minute. Hi,
Hold on.
I'm available.
What you want?
Do I mind? Sure, that. And I've had a client that did that. She literally started calling me all the time, and I'm like, okay, I should have gave her my Batman number, or
Yep.
something because now it's to the point where if I have to, I used to have a Google number for work, but I don't even, I just tell people no. I become really comfortable with saying the word
You
in.
have to be, because people, um, they push their boundaries. They don't
Yeah,
respect our boundaries. And
yeah,
it's really funny. I truly believe that this is generational because of what I've seen. I see it being generational. I see it in our little cousins. I see it in your daughter. Um, and then some people, they're like lead. They
yeah.
just don't, like my husband says, baby, you talking, I don't know, but that's not true
Oh,
because he knows certain things that I don't know. Um,
everybody has a gift. It's just a matter of what type of gift you have. How do you translate what you're receiving from the other side?
Self
and we
Uh,
awareness.
are, and we are, you know,
it's different.
I read something that I wanted to talk to the both of you about. I forget, I think I read it on Facebook, and this young practicing witch was saying, um, well, your first tarot deck is supposed to be given to you, and you're not supposed to do this, and you're not supposed to do that. You do what works for you.
Yeah,
I really don't think anything is carved in stone, other than uh, we're not going to do anything that's going to hurt anybody, because there are people out there that do that. And good on you. There are people who work with the left hand of magic. There's people who work with the right hand. That's your calling. You do you. But I'm going to say something right now. You, let me tell you, you cannot have light without dark. And what we do is the balance. And I only started realizing that a few years ago because I've got Scorpio in my chart. Now, I am my sun is in Taurus, my moon is in Capricorn, and my rising is Scorpio. And I had to learn how to respect my Scorpio energy. And people say, "Oh, Scorpio can go dark." Yes. And you know what? And I accept that. Sometimes it's time to go dark.
sometimes you get a little nudge from an orange turd and you want to go dark. So I'm sorry, but
Okay, but I mean, to be a true spiritual practitioner, we aim for balance. But you can't have light without dark. And people who say, "Oh, well, I don't work with that and I don't do that," read about it and learn about it, and then make
yeah.
a decision.
And that
Don't.
that's what that was part of my process too. I remember I went and got two books when you told me to go get some books and read and learn. And Echo
Yes,
Bodine's book was the book that led me to her. And then there was another book I bought. Every time I picked that book up and tried to read it, it bothered me, and it was just too heavy, too deep.
yes.
It was too much something. And I remember showing you the book, and you was like, "That book is old world, Celtic, back in the day." And you said that's really just not your comfort zone. And I wasn't trying to
But
use,
you found out
car.
what your comfort zone was. Now,
Yeah, it pushed me in the right direction.
you know, our spiritual practices
Hmm.
are just that, our spiritual practices. I'm not
Yeah.
saying what people can and cannot do. I am saying that melanated people, we need to
Hmm.
pursue our Oshun, Yamaye. These are things that we need to embrace, okay? And if nothing more, just find out about it, because I've got a book up there on the Orishas that whenever it's time, I have not read it from cover to cover. When it calls me is when I crack it open. And when I crack it open, I just
Mm.
open it up to a page, and that's what I read. That's exactly what I read. I had a very dear friend that asked me about somebody put a hex on my friends, and so I said, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. And she said, we're going to New Orleans, and I said, let me stop you. I said, in order, how do they know they've been hexed? And I'm gonna tell you something. If people are really out here throwing hexes, I don't want no parts of that. And there's some folks out here, they strong. Oh yeah, bring it here. I'll handle it. No, because people, you both know this, they don't tell us everything when we're doing readings for them. Or people know what we do and they go, well, my friend, and this happened. No, there's more to the story than that. And I don't want to be involved in that story.
You know what bugs me is when I get pictures. Oh, let me show you a picture of this person. I'm like, the picture don't do nothing for me. Give me his name.
Because you know what? We have to protect our space. Now,
Yeah,
as I said before, you got to have light and dark. But if a person chooses that path, good on you. You never know when you
yeah,
may need somebody. But listen, when you talk about a man and a woman have been hexed, a husband and a wife have been hexed, I didn't say this to my friend, but the first thing that I thought was, what have these two people done that they're suffering the wrath of someone else? What have they done? And you know what I said? Whatever they've done, it's none of my business. Because I'm not taking on that work. I'm not taking on that job. You feel me? I'm not taking on that
yeah.
job. Can't stand your light. Can't stand it. I told you that about that person. But I said you were there to learn. You took what you needed and then, you moved on.
Tell me some more about yourself, Osa. Like when you basically kind of like had your awakening. What was that
Yes.
like for you? How old were you? When did you start seeing things differently? When did you transition into Osa?
Transition. Me too. Transition.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I did. Oh man, I just spoke to her on Facebook the other day. Um, because she goes, I call her Auntie Angel, but I
Okay.
can't say her Facebook name. But
Hmm.
and she don't like if you either you say her first full name or you say Auntie Angel, but no nicknames and stuff like that. She was like, whatever
Right,
my
right.
daddy called me, that's what people call me. But I remember her saying that because I was telling her about you, and she was like, call her and tell her to get a white candle. And I was like, okay. And I just passed the message along. Okay. I didn't know that was like the starting point. Oh, okay. Hmm. Right. I did not know that. Like, see, so the way I was looking at Auntie is the way you looked at towards me. I didn't. Look. I feel proud now. Like I didn't know.
You should be. Look at what you
I am.
inspired. Look what you
I know
inspired.
an urban goddess.
For real, though. For real.
Yeah, I like that. But see, for me, uh, we talk all the time, so we still were cousins throughout all of this. And as she grew and I started to take notice of the gifts and the things, and I saw her booking appointments and people lining up to talk to her and stuff, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I saw her holding her pendulum and doing readings and stuff and everything. And then I think when it was like full steam ahead, all gas, no brakes, is when she did a reading on me. And I
All
wasn't seeking
gas, no brakes.
all gas, no brakes. And I mean it's been that ever since then. Like she and I have been like locked and everything since then. So that's when I
That
kind of
brings me
like,
so much joy. That brings me so much joy because it's a path that needs to be shared, and it's a path not everybody walks. And we can
yeah,
answer each other's questions and go, well, so and so and so and so happened. And somebody can say, oh, well, Auntie, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Got you. Feel you. Right
yeah,
now, I am overwhelmed with the sense of gratitude for the both of you.
wow,
My heart, I'm just so joyful for how you walk with spirit and how you carry yourselves, how you behave. Because when I do readings, I tell people, I'm not always right, I'm not always wrong, but I will tell you the truth. I will
yeah,
tell you the truth. And telling the truth, sometimes I feel like, well, who am I to tell the truth? Because you got to be honest with yourself. This is what I see, this is what I feel. And I have friends that I don't read for, I don't tell anything to anymore, and they're like, oh girl, come on, you're not still mad. And I said, when the worst thing in the world is when you sit down to read somebody and you prepare to open yourself up to spirit that way, and who else may ever try to pop in, and you sitting there telling me, well, no, that's not right. Well, no, nah, not okay. Okay, I tell you what, you go buy yourself a deck of cards. You go get yourself a deck of cards, and I don't think that we should be reading people more than 3 times a year: summer, winter, spring.
I like that. Because I
You
done a
know what?
reading
Just
and
because of what
they
what
want to
what
call
you
you back
heard on
the
Monday,
next
because
week.
you Marky sent me somebody that said, oh, well, I went to another reading. That's what they said. I said, then stick with them because they telling you what you want to hear. I'm not
Yeah,
going to read you anymore. Oh, well, no, it's not like that. I said, I don't play those type of games. I don't slander other readers. I don't have an
right.
opinion about other readers. You know what? If you're getting that from that reader, then you stick with that reader. But don't come here back and forth trying to compare notes. Well, that
Yeah.
other reader, and they do it with their full. Well, when the last they told me this. Good for you. Good for you. Stick with them.
Yeah,
Give them your
I don't
coin.
go ahead, Osa.
I wanted to ask, when did you first notice the gifts within both Marcus and myself? You could start with Marcus.
Mine
When you
was the
first
baby. I guess my
called.
He
baby
was the
days.
baby. He was the
Yeah,
baby. When you first called me, when you were still working at the plant, and your grandmother was still alive, and you were very trepidatious because you had something else coming in, but we were raised in the church. Not that there's anything wrong with that, okay? But there are people, I say this to people when they say, well, you know what? In the Bible was edited by 42 different scholars. King James had 42 different scholars edit the Bible because he believed that he was anointed by God, and anything God was saying, he was going to tell the people what God said. You were
Can I
going to go to
add that?
church and have it interpreted by his bishops. What, baby?
I just wanted to add that
say it
William
again.
Shakespeare was one of them, as well as Socrates.
Okay.
Just for people out there
Now,
watching,
he-
great
here's something
scholars.
else that's really deep. We do not want to ever be disrespectful to anyone that doesn't believe the way that we believe. because there's a whole lot of magic in the Bible too. There's a whole lot, honey. I've done some work with the Psalms. Come on now. But having said that, if God made everything, how can we be wrong? If the Creator creates everything and He makes no mistakes, how can this be wrong?
I
Now, when
totally
you
agree with
guys
that.
come over here, I'm going to take you to Rome. In Rome, in the Vatican, when I was there the first time in 2003, they were uncovering the Sibyls. And the Sibyls were the women of very ancient knowledge. And the bishops would go and sit with these women, and these women would prophesize. But then they painted the women over. They left the men. So when I was at the Sistine Chapel, I was like, oh, well, who are those women? And that's when the next time I went to Rome, I went to the Sibyl Church. That church ain't no joke. It's a church that celebrates these women. So when we finish, I'm going to give you, I just want you to go to Wikipedia, especially you, and look up the Sibyls. The one Sibyl.
I have this prophetess of the Sibyl. I have that book, and I also have the Earth Mother. Oh, listen, I'm in there, divine feminine. Yes, I'm there.
When I walked into that Sibyl church in Italy, I knew I had come home. I was like, ooh, okay. Ooh, and this, okay. And that, oh. Every now and then I throw a Sybil picture up on my Facebook page and just go, y'all just discuss this. See what's happening here. So what were you going to say, baby? Oh, but I with you, the first conversation I had with you when you were still at the plant, and I knew, I was like, okay, because your heart was so pure and you didn't really understand what was going on, but you were interested. You hear me? You were like, nah, I want some of this. I don't know what this is, but I want some of this. It's okay, baby. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I'm a devoted student to truth. So, like it's an answer to everything, and I'm a search for the answer.
And you know, the beauty of that too is I love to read something that I was completely unaware of. And I can sit and I can read and I can read, and I will always pick up a book because knowledge should not be kept from us. But as we grow and we learn, our spirit leads us in the right direction. You know what I mean? It's like you are an earth mother. When you became pregnant with your baby, you were going through all these other emotions, and I never told you this, but I really feel a lot of the fear that you were picking up on was from other pregnant women who had gone before you. And then you turn around to become a birth doula. Stop it. Stop it. That just I am in awe of you. That is like, what? Just take it all the way there.
Yes. Well, you know, I was a doula before. I helped deliver Kiana before Egypt. She's older than Egypt. So I was already in that path. Yeah, I've been a doula since 2017. I didn't give birth myself until 22.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's interesting. Okay.
And that's what the
So
community needs.
do you guys have any like when it comes to readings, like do you have like a funny story that you could share, both of you, like from a reading where you were like what the without you ain't got to cuss, but I mean, you know, I'm a potty mouth, but I'll go first to kind of
Yeah,
give you
sure
an
you are.
example.
Okay.
So okay, not that I'm a pervert, but sometimes when I'm doing readings with people, I see body parts and I see things. And I've described these body parts and these things. And a friend
You
of
be on
mine,
point.
and I'm like, I don't know why it's porn, but I still believe in God. Hallelujah. But
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I, I had a friend and she was telling me about this guy she was with. And it was funny because when she said his name, I started tuning into him. I had met him through her before once, but I started seeing body parts.
Oh,
And I could describe these body parts. And when I described it, she went, she was like, that's exactly how it is. And I'm like, yeah, it's in my face. Like, okay. And I was like, why are you in the hallway in his house on your knees? And she went, and she said that she was such an exhibitionist. She knew that he had a roommate and she tried to pull him and make him stand in the hallway instead of going in his room, and he wasn't comfortable, but that was a turn on for her. And so because she was on her knees doing that, I could see her point of view. So when I
yes.
described it, she was like, that's exactly how it is. She was like, you're really good. She said, because outside of just me, myself, and I, no one else could tell you about that situation that would have happened and what I was looking at. And I was like, yeah. I was like, so is now the time that we change the subject? Because
Ugh.
it was funny. Like that was one of those like situations of you guys could share anything funny. You don't have to be like, don't be like me.
Well, I think I might have shared my story. It's kind of similar to yours, but I had a young lady come in, and she came in with her friend. And once I started doing the reading, I felt this masculine energy come in, and he identified himself as her child's father. And he recently had a transition. So as I'm doing the reading, I'm getting all these different sexual cards coming out, and like a lot of fire, wand energy. And I'm like, I'm starting to get hot. I'm like, girl, like it's a lot of sexual energy. And she was like, oh, like we used to go down through there. And as we talking, it's like he kept making insinuations towards her. And the next thing I know, her button on her shirt just popped open, and her boobs like just popped out at the table. And I'm like, whoa, like he did that. Like, like,
Well, okay, bro.
He popped a button.
he popped the buttons, and it was just so wild. And she was just amazed. And her friend, like, did he just do that? So, yeah, that's my story.
Don't be like us,
I'm
Auntie. You
trying
can
to
have a
think.
share of something. It don't have to be like we're
You
perverts.
don't got to be raunchy. We just got,
Don't be raunchy.
yeah.
No, I don't. It's not that it is or it isn't. I like to keep
It,
my
okay.
clients to my
That's,
client
yeah.
Respect.
because
Yeah.
that's just me.
And
But I
it
will
was a
tell you,
funny thing that yeah, my client, she told me I could talk about it. She told me
I
to
will
put it in
tell
my
you
second
something
book.
really funny.
Uh-huh.
When I was in Hairspray, there's a certain way I used to walk to the theater every other day or every day. It was like, it was the walk that I took that made London a reality for me. I'd be
Okay.
Walking through Covent Garden, just thinking, I cannot believe I'm a lead in a major musical. Just basically talking about my gratitude. And this lady
Yeah.
comes up to me and she's trying to sell me heather in a little aluminum foil. And she goes, this heather for £5. And I said, oh, and no, babe, I'm not paying £5 for heather. She said, well, you wouldn't want to have any bad luck. And I turned around and I looked her in her face and I said, you, you, you're not trying to throw a curse on me, are you? I said, because I don't think you want to do that to me. I see you. You ain't even got it like that. Oh, sister, no, sister. I go, no, we not that. We don't do that to our sisters. Over
Mm.
£5, Nah,
Wow.
nah,
She
we don't
called
do
her out.
that.
It sounded like he
Yeah,
called her out.
yeah,
Put her feet
because
to the fire.
you know what? Desperate times, desperate people, desperate situation.
Yeah.
But what I didn't appreciate, if somebody doesn't give you money and they want to curse you, no, I ain't having that because
Yeah.
I didn't do what you wanted me to do. And see, I get a lot of people who feel as though if they've turned down money or someone has said something, well, they cursed me, babes. If you believe in that, people, you can catch a person at a certain time when they're extremely vulnerable, and that works on them because they believe that. No, they ain't got no power
Yeah.
over you. And I'm like, how? You know what that? And I told her straight up, and I don't like doing this to people. I said, that's why you have no money in your pocket, because you out here trying to scare money out of people's pockets. Why don't you start being truthful? Every time I saw her since then, you would think we were best of friends. I go, I see you. How you doing? I see you too. How you doing? I wasn't rude or anything, but no, you're not going to do that on my watch. And you damn sure not going to do it to me.
Right.
And I was in such a great mood when that happened. And I thought, because I spend a lot of time thinking, because I'm writing a vampire novel,
Oh,
I spend a lot of time thinking about things and thinking
wait.
up different scenarios. Yes.
I just thought of something hilarious. I got this fascination with vampires and stuff, right? So this lady who's very, 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 and we'll go to commercial after this. I speak to every now and then. She's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a
Is she
conspiracy theorist.
cerebral or?
I would say yes. I would tell you what she said, and then you tell me your opinion.
She's
So,
Okay.
skeptical.
like basically, when you want to know life stuff, anything, you just ask her, and she'll give you some stuff that make you sit back and think and be like, "Damn, yeah."
Hmm.
Like she said to me one time, we were talking about vampires and stuff like that, and had an interesting conversation. And then she was like folding her arms and sitting there. She had a glass of lemonade, and she was like, "Well, you know who invented the welcome mats that go in front of everybody's houses?" And I said, "Who?" She said, "Vampires. That way they ain't got to ask you, 'Can I come in?' You just
That
sat there and
is
told them."
why spiritual people should never have welcome.
Exactly.
Do
Welcome,
you know what I
come
have on
in.
my? I have a witch lives here.
Oh,
Okay.
she
I
said
need
that
that.
the welcome mats were invented by the vampires, so they didn't have to ask nobody
They
to
didn't
come
have
into
to
their
ask
house.
permission.
You put it in writing right on your front door. We'll go back to commercial real quick, guys. We'll be right back. Cousins in the Cosmos got a hilarious read the room coming right up. We'll see you in a second.
At How a Luxury Group, luxury isn't just a listing, it's a promise. From breathtaking mansions to white glove service, we guide every step with care, confidence, and discretion. When it's time to buy or sell, trust How a Luxury Group Realty to take great care of you.
HLG, Howell Luxury Group Realtors, where luxury meets lifestyle.
Peace, peace. Hi, everyone. I'm Osaranga. I am a spiritual healer, a doula, and a psychic reader. I would love to add you on as a client. Learn more about yourself and become enlightened about your past and or your future. With the tarot cards or just your hands, I can tap into who you are, what you've been up to, who you were in past lives, and who are the people that are most loved by you or love you that are no longer here amongst the living. That's what this gift is all about, you and your healing journey, placing your faith, your trust, and your focus on you. You deserve it. Visit me at cousinsinthecosmos.com and check out my list of services. Also, please remember to click the private message if you wish to schedule. I can't wait to work with you. Ashe.
Bang, bang. Okay, I'm sorry. Welcome back, everybody. Cousins in the Cosmos. This is me, Marcus. That is cousin Osa, and this is Auntie
For
Johnny
real though.
Fiori. Yeah, y'all call her Auntie Johnny. I say JJ, but yeah,
And JJ is fine.
I love JJ.
JJ loves you.
All right. Oh, hey. All right. So we got this new segment, Auntie. This is season 3, and
Okay.
it's called Read the Room.
Okay.
And it's basically you'll see the video. Check this out.
Reading the room. Yeah. Marcus and Osa. I learned the hard way. I hit the floor face first, empty fridge, late rent, phone on low, no job, praying for a small break. Marcus said, look around, Osa said, read the air. I was too far gone, trying to act like I care, but the walls got loud and the mirror told truth. Every bad choice I made had a shadow in the breed in the room, read in the room. Marcus and Osa, read in the room. At rock bottom, still I move, read in the room, read in the room.
I love that.
I know it's got a little country twang.
That
in
is
it.
dope, y'all.
Like that. That's TWF Productions.
TWF.
They eating over
Yeah,
here.
reading the room.
Yeah, it's gonna be hilarious. Now, this video this week, like I said, this guy's name is Thomas John. He is a incredible psychic, medium, everything. And you're gonna get a clip of. I've watched a lot of. I think I watched almost all of his episodes on YouTube, but his show was really good. I don't know why they didn't proceed and do another season and all this other stuff. And the man is phenomenal. He, like I, took classes from the great Echo Bodine up in Minnesota, and I read her book, took her psychic development class, and he called her one day on the show during the episode, and that's when I'm like, wait a minute, I know her, and we were like, I guess I resonated with him, and it's really good. But this is the type of stuff that us three, deal with. I deal with it quite often, not quite often. Every now and then, you have to, like, as they say, put somebody in their place. But just take a look at this video, and then we
Okay.
gonna read them and give our opinions on what we see here. Just check
Okay.
this out.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna read the room. Check this out.
Okay. Okay.
So do you believe in psychics?
To some extent.
I am a psychic. If you're open to it, we can see if anything comes through.
You do you.
All right. Who had the heart problems? Is that your grandfather?
He had a cardiac arrhythmia.
Okay, I see. Was your grandpa a plumber?
Yes.
Okay. Is there somebody that would speak with like an Irish accent?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody was a carpenter or something.
Yes.
There's somebody passed with a J.
Yeah.
Did your brother pass near water? I almost
Yeah.
feel like I'm back with your mom's father. Something that you're wearing. Like his hair is a big deal. Picture on your wall?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Are you wearing something of his?
Yeah.
He's happy birthday. Yeah. So what do you think? Did you change your mind about psychics?
Not so much.
So do you believe in psychics?
That's the face. That part. Okay.
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 All right. You want to go first, or you want Osa to go first?
I want Osa. Go ahead, niece.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, that's just like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Why would you? Like, this man literally sat here and called everything out, and she agreed. Yes, that's true. Oh, yep,
Yes,
it's my
yes.
birthday. Yes, he had cardiac arrest. Oh, but no, I still don't believe. Like, what? But I know that's a deep conditioning. You know, I think that she doesn't want to face that reality or even accept it within herself to say, okay, this is really true. This does exist. So it's like she fighting
But
against herself.
even though he was as kind and joyful in giving, she couldn't accept the gift. She heard it.
No.
It went in one ear and out the other. And it's like, oh, here's proof.
Yeah. You
You
know what?
don't, this is not something somebody else is telling you. I am telling you this.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Men that
You know
don't know
what?
you at all.
You know what boiled my peas? Because I mean, this video, I'm laughing now because I can. But I saw this video. I wanted to find that woman and choke the out of her. Like what the hell is wrong with you? It's like, you know, like what's that movie that's like, are you not entertained? Like,
Hey,
this
Gladiator,
woman,
honey. Are you not entertained?
she literally got one of the best readings I've seen on TV
Ever.
in my whole life. And then she sat there and said,
You know
not
what?
really.
I bet
And
you
I mean,
she's
the
trying
look
to
on his
find
face,
him.
I
For
bet
real.
you she is.
She'd never have
And
an
pay him.
experience like that again.
Never. No.
That
Never
is,
ever.
oh yeah, read the room.
And she don't deserve it. Because it's like, why?
She's committed. She committed to that denial, you know, and that trumped over the truth, unfortunately.
And
Yeah.
denial. That's origin in Egypt. You know,
Yes.
denial.
The river Nile. Yep. I literally my blood boiled, and I was so
You
pissed when I
received a
was
gift and you threw it in
I
the
was
trash.
like, and it wasn't no regular gift. That man read her life. I mean, he's a solid psychic medium.
Yes, he
everything.
is. Yes,
He
he
was the
is.
truth. And I mean, if you watch and that's just one clip from one show. The man has like 7, 8 episodes out on YouTube, and I
Good
was
for
just like,
him. Good for him.
and I'm like, yeah, like I would love to have him on the show too, but you know, yeah, it's a little message
Find
out to
him.
the spirit
Reach
in the
out to
universe.
him. Reach out to him.
Yeah,
Claim it. This is the year of the fire
phenomenal.
horse. When your dreams move forward quickly, claim it.
Because I want to ask him, did you get out the car, go open her car door, snatch her butt on the ground, and stomp her? Like,
You know what?
like,
We don't do
you?
that. We don't do that. We can joke about it amongst ourselves, but as when it's actually happening, all you can do is go,
I was shook.
okay.
Yeah. So what's
yeah,
your
okay.
opinion? What's your read the room?
And I bet he
your
just
opinion
kept his
on that?
mouth shut after that. Okay. She would have been in a
Probably did.
position to really receive some gifts, but her spirit couldn't let her have that.
Yeah.
That's something else.
I
Okay.
was just so
So
shook.
she ignoring in her life, you know, like she probably just that just might be how she is, you know,
Yeah.
running from the truth.
Woo. Oh God. I'm glad I'm a better person now than I was, because the old Marky,
Okay.
because y'all know Marky, I would have cussed her out so bad. I would have cussed her out. It was just
And
like
that would have just proven her point, because
Yeah.
but what he did was he kept grace, he shared the gift, and he kept grace. There was
Yeah.
nothing else that he needed to prove, because every time she tells that story, a person is going to say, where can I find him? Every time, because people like that, oh, let me tell you this, and he thought he got a few things right. No, baby, he hit the nail on the head each and every time. She's looking for him. She, you know, we can't make people believe that. We can't
Yeah.
make people believe that, because you know what? When we try to make people believe that, then we lose a bit of ourselves. No, we gotta stand. We gotta stand in our own light. Okay, you don't
Yeah.
believe I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay,
People just don't want to give you flowers. Like they
That's
they
true.
refuse to give you flowers,
That's true.
and that
Man.
says
I
everything
buy
about
my own
them.
flowers. I buy my own flowers.
Literally. Yeah. Well, anyway, I really appreciate you, Auntie. You know I love you to pieces. If I
No, I
saw you
love
there,
you.
I'd hug TF out of you, and I
I
would
love
kiss
you
you in
too.
the big old cheeks.
I love you too, baby girl. Yeah,
No,
y'all
we
gotta
got
come on over here.
Yeah, I want to bring some collard greens and some food, some things so we can eat. And I know you know Pete likes to eat too, baby.
Just bring
last-
me some seeds. I'll
some
grow
seeds.
them. Send me some seeds. I'll
Okay.
grow it.
Hey,
If any
I'm
of
ready.
y'all can, that's why I want to sponsor my trip over to London. Right.
Sponsor our trip.
Yeah, sponsor our trip. We have documented everything.
Yes,
Oh,
we
yes,
sure
we
will.
will.
And
Yes.
yeah.
So
All
I'm
right. I
trying to get
love
over
you
there for
guys.
sure. It
And
was so good to see you and to
It
yeah,
just
was so
we're
good to
going to
see
run
you and
over.
all your beautifulness, goddess, earth
Enjoy
goddess,
your weekend.
nephew. It was good to see you. And to
Likewise.
our crew who we appreciate and love, thank you. But Auntie's out. It's 11:09. I got a big surgical morning.
Okay.
Dental surgery in the morning.
It's already handled. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you. We love you. We'll see you soon. This has been a really
Love you
wonderful
more,
episode.
guys. Stay in touch.
So much fun. Now
Bye,
don't log
everybody.
off. Don't log
log
off.
in.
Don't log off yet. Yeah, the music gonna take us out, and then we're gonna wrap up. Make sure we upload it before you hang up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. But thank you, cousinsinthecosmos.com. Check us out. We'll be right back next week, and love you guys. We'll see you soon. All right. Let me
Peace out, y'all.